The podcast you are listening to of Holmberg's Morning Sickness is brought to you by my friends at Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meet, mesquite, repeat. Trust me on this one. You've had barbecue before, but you haven't had it this good. Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale, ericsfamilybbq.com.
When was the last time you had really good Texas-style barbecue? Eric's Family Barbecue, the way it's supposed to taste. Always delicious, never rushed, and prepared to perfection. Eric's Family Barbecue uses only 100% fresh meat, slowly smoked over mesquite wood until it's juicy and delicious. We all know their brisket is the best, but have you tried their pulled pork ribs, or rib tips? Amazing, and their sides are all house-made. Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meet, mesquite, repeat. Make the trip. You won't be sorry. Go to ericsfamilybbq.com for more information.
This man needs medical attention.
Holmberg's Morning Sickness.
The old method of treatment for a person in this condition was to throw him in jail.
KUPD.
Cruising through a Monday morning here. November is upon us. Craig emails and says, Toledo's acting weird, and it's mildly entertaining, incredibly awkward, but it's still on brand as being really mostly boring. I'm confused. Craig, yeah, us too. We don't know what's going on. Toledo's writing a stand-up special on his own. It's going to be a terrible stand-up special, that's for sure. But Toledo's evidently getting involved in that. Speaking of stand-up, people at the big show Saturday night there at the Night of the Singing Dead, all of them were very excited about our happy ending comedy show that's coming to town. We announced it Friday morning. It is locked in for December 3rd at Celebrity Theater, and tickets went on sale Friday. Well, sort of. We did the big announcement Friday, and because we very rarely get things right the first time, tickets on sale at 10 o'clock, and everybody who went on there to get their tickets real quick were alerted that the tickets won't be on sale till next Friday for some reason. So we got that straightened out.
We did.
Tickets are straight minutes, but got it together. Four Peaks Brewing, Deep Eddy Vodka, Lerner, and Rowe bringing you Holmberg's Happy Ending on December 3rd at Celebrity Theater. This is going to be a good one. Colin Kane, who was ridiculously funny. Ali Sadiq, who I love. He reminds me of D.L. Hughley before he got all crazy political, which I still like D.L. And then John Lovitz is our headliner. Our buddy John Lovitz is going to run this big thing. All three headlining acts for a huge night of comedy, and the tickets are starting at $35 each. $1 per ticket goes to support the Humane Society, which is great. Plus, we'll have Holmberg Bound on tap. That also goes to the Humane Society. So we're raising money for our friends at the Humane Society, which we did just Saturday. All ages event somehow or another.
Really?
I wouldn't bring your kids.
How did that go?
I don't know. It says this is an all ages event.
That's got to be a typo.
I would think so.
Boy, we're going to blow through that beer now.
Yeah. So you get the Holmberg
get
Bound.
the kids in there.
Get your kids involved and maybe I don't know what that means. 18 and over, I'd say, but bring your children because you know how much we love that.
All ages.
Yeah, Colin Kane is not the cleanest.
Kids.
Colin Kane is awesome with children. Amazing. And Ali Sadiq, too, with his prison history and his stories about jail and everything. He's fantastic as well for the kids. It's all just to teach your kids stuff. And then Lovitz comes out because your kids love John.
Sing-alongs.
So Lovitz, Ali Sadiq, and Colin Kane. Tickets on sale right now. All ages. I'm going to go ahead and say maybe that's true, but definitely frowned upon if I see your kids there. Not going to be happy. I like you. Last thing I want to see is your walking STDs hanging around my event while I'm trying to booze up. Don't bring your kids to sports bars or comedy shows. That's about it. Anyway, you can find all the info at 98kupd.com or lil98kupd.com for your kids. Do a special coloring page in the children's menu. But it's going to be great. Yeah, people were very excited about that. We're talking about it all weekend. Like, oh, my God, can't wait for the show. It's a month away. It's only a month off. You can believe that. We're 3.5 weeks to Thanksgiving, which is disturbing in itself. Halloween kind of came and went in a weird way yesterday. It didn't feel, had an odd, like, here we go, let's just get this over with kind of feeling. And now we're on to Thanksgiving. It's crazy. It's nuts, I tell you. So if you guys are getting ready to do that, that will be something I guarantee you'll have a great time at. Barring, again, a massive worldwide death cold or some type of government interference.
No, don't start that.
You got to always throw in the caveats.
Flights get canceled.
Brett, there's an asterisk next to everything. Oh, and
That's
if you
true.
plan on flying for the holidays, forget it.
Have some leeway.
Here's the thing about the flight situation that I don't understand. Airlines, just be honest with us. Southwest Airlines clearly lied to us when they canceled all those flights a little bit ago, saying, oh, there was weather problems and and some air traffic control.
Short on crew.
How come all the rest of the airlines didn't have that problem? Why are your planes different? So now I'm sitting there thinking, your planes can't handle weather the same as the other planes. So why would I choose you? Is it because you're safer or because you're less able? So now I got questions. And also you're lying. Like, what's going on? And then the next one was American this weekend, and Tripp was a victim of it. Megan's mom was canceled on a flight this last week. And they're saying it's staffing issues because of weather, that they don't have enough staff. So if like a plane that's supposed to go to Dallas and then that group of, stewardesses or whatever you call them now, flight attendants and pilots and all the other people are supposed to jump on other planes and they don't have them there for that, then those have to get canceled but you're canceling flights to weather. And I don't know that the weather's that bad anywhere.
Nothing to do with vaccine mandating or anything like that.
Well, that's the thing we're wondering. Is this and they did scale back on their staffing for, the COVID thing.
Sure.
So if they're not up to snuff, then they're idiots for saying, well, we've got 45 planes and we can do about 20 people for staffing. So it's on them again if they're like, well, we've booked too many flights and we don't have enough people. That's not an issue to say, oh, it's a staffing issue. That's a scheduling problem. That's whoever's in charge not cutting back on how many flights you're throwing a day because you don't have enough people to fly the planes.
Don't book them, right?
If I had a fleet of cars and I booked out 70 different rides, but I only have 30 cars, I'm going to run into a problem. Now, if I had 70 cars and 22 drivers, and I'm hoping to schedule that just right, and one of the cars breaks, I'm going to lose so it's my fault. I've overbooked myself.
Sure. Well, don't airlines always do that? Because they always come on the thing saying, hey, if anybody wants a voucher.
Overbooking. That's overbooking passengers. That's just taking all the money and kind of locking you in. Yeah. That's a
And I don't know how much
really.
Of it was in the Southwest time was we're unifying here as employees where the airline has nothing to do with it. They're saying, we're not going to show up.
You got me. But it started to seem that way. So over the holidays, there's mandates for vaccines, and all these people get upset about this, that's, and the others. Oh, this holiday travel thing. They're holding the, airlines by the balls. You want to mandate this or kick me out of my job? Okay. You're coming up on the busiest time you can have. Your business is about to get boosted again. And we'll just not do it.
Yeah. You don't know how to fly, Fred.
Right. Yeah, exactly. So look here, PR nightmare guy. You're going to be in a mess when all those pilots who don't want to get vaccinated are told, you can't fly planes for us. Okay.
And it's not like there's backup pilots.
I don't want to get on with the second string. I don't rush through pilot school and say we're running out of them. Why don't we pull back on how many flights we've got? Because that would be bad money.
They're not going to make money.
Yeah. Well, they aren't going to make money if they keep canceling flights anyway. They're going to run into twice the problem. So I don't know who's telling the truth. I know we're not getting the truth as people. I know none of this is accurate. Weather problems. All the other planes are landing.
So if you travel, planning on traveling for Thanksgiving, make sure you have a 2-week window of flexibility.
Yeah, absolutely, because you're going to be stuck in Tucson, and it's going to be awful. Albuquerque, Tripp's flight back last week, I texted him. I said, you all right? Because he missed work for us. You all right? I haven't seen you for a couple days. And he goes, I'm in Albuquerque. And I'm like, oh, man. Would you play some poker with some Indians and you lost a bet or something? What happened? No, my flight from Chicago was canceled. And they rerouted me to Albuquerque. I'm like, oh, I'd rather get rerouted to a meth addiction. So he had to stay in Albuquerque for a little while because they were trying to figure out how to get everybody home, which has to be worse than just not booking as many flights. I don't know why they want the extra work.
He got back by balloon.
Yeah, we're hot air ballooning back. It's beautiful. I'll call you in a minute.
Pop another bottle of champagne.
We're over Gallup. What a dump.
That is true, though.
Yeah, Gallup's a dump. I'd hot air balloon over Gallup.
Oh, man.
Too. That is truly flyover country. I'd rather get catapulted over Gallup than drive through it. It's 8:47. I'm not going to do the Guadalupe. We're already late. This is my fault. But yeah, so if you're planning on traveling this Thanksgiving, skip it. And it's the best way to say, oh, Mom, Dad, I can't make it up for the big political talk for Thanksgiving this year, the flights. What are you going to do? Are you going back?
No.
You're staying this year. Smart.
We haven't got for Thanksgiving in a long
Thorpe and
time.
Bunny aren't coming here?
No, he can't.
He can't do the travel?
Yeah.
Let alone the nightmare that will be part of it. Yeah. So you're going to Zoom?
No, we'll call him. Yeah.
No, that'll be enough of that. I'm dodging everybody. My plan is in full effect. It's the best Thanksgiving ever, I think. We're going to do a What Would Brady Do? That's coming up in just moments. If you've got a quick one, you can fire it over, Holmberg at 98kupd.com, and we will do What Would Brady Do next.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What the hell?
98
I'm not cool with this at all.
KUPD.
You've been listening to Holmberg's Morning Sickness Podcast, brought to you by our friends at Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meet, mesquite, repeat. Eric'sFamilyBBQ.com.